everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing really well. So as you can tell by the title of today's video, we are testing out a brand new Cosori air fryer. So they have kindly sent me a new one out. So in the past, Cosori have sent me two of their air fryers, which have both been really good. So at the moment in my kitchen, I've actually been using their dual air fryer, which is absolutely brilliant. I ended up packing my Ninja Dual Zone air fryer away and replacing it with the Cosori. Since then, I've just been using that as like my dual air fryer and I really like it. And previous to that, they sent me just their XXL one, which I have now given away to a family member because, I mean, how many air fryers do I need? So yeah, that one was also really good. It was quite big and it just cooked things really well. So now they've sent me one of their newer versions, I believe. So let's just grab the box so you can see what it looks like. And this is the box. So this is the new Cosori air fryer. So we're going to unbox this together and obviously I'm going to test it out and let you guys know if it's any good or not. So this is their Turboblaze 6 litre air fryer. So let's just take a closer look at the box itself and see what this air fryer can do. So just a few points that it states on the front of the box. So it says cooking faster and more energy efficient. It has an auto 5-speed fan for customized flavors, precise temperature control, and it has 9 versatile cooking functions. And then here on the side, it does tell you what the turbo modes are. So I believe there's 4, which are air fry, roast, grill, and frozen. And then it has 6 others, so you've got preheat, reheat, dehydrate, bake, proof, and keep warm. And that's kind of pretty much what the outside looks like. So let's get this opened up and see what the actual air fryer looks like. Okay, so this is what the new Cosori air fryer looks like. It's very compact and petite straight away compared to my bulky big air fryers. This is quite small in size. So you do get your usual with Cosori air fryers, so they give you a nice recipe booklet plus any other bits that you will need. So you get the user manual and like I mentioned earlier, you do get a recipe book, which is always full of really good recipes. So with their recipe book, this is what it looks like and it comes with so many different recipes that you can actually try out. I have previously tried recipes from Cosori's previous air fryers and the recipe books that comes with those. And they are really nice and handy to have because if you are new to air fryers and you really want to test them out and you want to experiment, then you've got lots and lots of options in their recipe book. So back to the air fryer itself. So this is what it looks like. Like I said, it is quite compact and quite small. So it does have the functions at the top, everything is touchscreen. So first things first, we are going to test out the basket because as you know, we are a family of 4 and I like to cook quite a lot of food and my air fryers need to be big enough to feed us all. So this is the size of the basket. So it is a really good size. It's actually quite similar, I think, to their XXL air fryer basket, if not just a tiny bit smaller, I think. I no longer have that one, so I can't actually compare, but it's a really good size, as you can see, and you do get the little insert plate to pop inside. This one here, so you just pop that in there, and that's how that looks. So first things first, the size is actually quite good. We are going to test it out, of course, and see if it is enough for a family of 4. But yeah, really good basket. And then I guess it's just a function, so let's take a closer look at the actual screen and how everything works. So first of all, we're going to switch it on at the plug. And you get a nice little tone to let you know it's turned on. And as you can see, the power button has lit up. So across the top, you've got all of your functions. So you've got preheat, reheat, dry, bake, proof, and warm. You've got your temperature on the left-hand side and the time on the right-hand side. So when you switch it on, everything does light up as so. Really nice and clear and pretty big, so it's easy to see. And that is pretty much this air fryer. So because it is a turbo blade air fryer, it is supposed to cook your food a lot faster and more efficiently. So we are going to put that to the test. I'm actually making chicken burgers for dinner tonight, so I thought why not actually cook the chicken in here tonight and see how it turns out, because it's always good to try out a recipe that you make quite often just to compare it and see if it cooks the the same as it normally does, or is it better, or is it not so good? So we're going to put it to the test tonight. I just thought I'd unbox it and give you a quick all round of the air fryer before we actually use it. So I'll come back towards the end of the video and yeah, I'll just give you a quick review and let you know if this is any good or not. So first up, let's make some egg wash. I'm just going to crack one egg into a bowl and give that a good mix. Now next up, you want to grab a larger bowl and we're going to make the coating for the chicken. So I'm just starting off with some plain flour, and then to that I'm going to add some of this hot and spicy chicken fry mix. I just picked this up in a local supermarket. You can find it in Asda's sometimes. I'm going to give that a mix. That's just going to tone down the heat because my kids will be eating this too. So now that we've got these prepped, we want to grab our chicken breasts, which I've got thinly sliced ones. That's how I get them when I get them from the butchers. You want to dip them into your egg wash and straight into your flour mixture. Make sure you coat the chicken really well in that mixture, and then once it's nicely coated, we're going to then repeat the process one more time. So back into the egg mixture and then back into the flour. This just helps give it a really nice crispy coating, and it doesn't fall off when I do it this way. And yeah, I just like the way it turns out. So make sure you cover that chicken really well. Do this with all of your chickens and then just pop them in your air fryer basket. You also just want to shake off any excess flour once you are done coating the chicken, because you don't want it to be too bulky and clumpy. So now that I've got them all in my air fryer basket, as you can see, I did manage to get 4 in here and they are quite large, so that's really impressive. I'm just going to spray with some oil and then these are ready to go into the air fryer. So as this is my first time using the Cosori, I just picked an option which I usually would go for. So for the temperature, I set this at 200 degrees Celsius and I popped this on for 20 minutes and it is using the air fry option. I then came back around halfway through to see how my chicken was cooking, and this is what it was looking like. So as you can see, it has been cooking really well. So I just carefully turned over the chicken, sprayed it with a little bit more oil and popped it back in to finish up cooking. So I did actually come back when there was still 2 minutes left on the timer. I just wanted to check the chicken and not dry it out too much. I checked it with the thermometer and the chicken was actually cooked fully. So now that it's done, we can start assembling our burger. So I'm starting off with a brioche burger bun that I have toasted, and at the bottom I'm going to be adding in some mayonnaise, followed by some shredded lettuce. Then I'm going to add our crispy chicken. Next I'm adding in a slice of cheese, and then not everyone likes this, but I love red onions on my burger, so I'm going to add some of those on. And then for the top I'm just going to add some of my Perinase, the hot one, which I absolutely love. And that is our burger completely done. Let me show you what this looked like. I love chicken burgers. I make these a lot, pretty much every single week, and yeah, they are just so good. So let's cut into it so you can actually see how the chicken cooked in this air fryer. So moment of truth, here we go. Look at that burger. It was delicious, and as you can see, the chicken has cooked through fully. There's no pink bits, and yeah, it just cooked really well in just 18 minutes, and all of that seasoning and the coating did stay on. So yeah, it was a thumbs up from me. So that does bring me to the end of this video. So let's do a quick roundup of what I thought of this new Cosori air fryer. So first of all, I just want to say it was extremely quiet. I was quite surprised when I actually turned it on. It was so quiet. It literally sounded like a fan that was far away and you could barely hear anything. So that is a huge plus. Secondly, I managed to get 4 pieces of chicken in that air fryer, which is what I usually cook in one of my air fryer ovens. So I was really impressed with the size of the basket. It's perfect for a family of 4. So for me, I don't see me having any issues with the space and things like that. So the size is definitely another plus. Next thing I want to say is the chicken did cook to absolute perfection. So everything cooked in 18 minutes, as you saw. There was still 2 minutes left on the timer. And it turned out really nice. So it was cooked all the way through. It was super crispy. None of the coating came off in the basket. Everything did stick to the chicken really well. So I'm really happy about that. And also the plate that I cooked it on, It did look quite dirty when I finished, but it was super easy to clean afterwards. So was the whole compartment. It was really easy and simple to do. And then I think the only other thing I do want to mention, because I've only used it the once, but I do want to say that the air fryer is quite small, so I think it would be perfect if you don't have much space spare in your kitchen and you just want a little corner for an air fryer, then it is perfect because it is really small, as you saw at the start. So yeah, I think it's a brilliant size. Like I said, the basket is perfect. It doesn't have a small basket, but the actual air fryer itself does look quite petite, so it'd be perfect for just hiding away somewhere in your kitchen if you don't have much room. And that's pretty much it for this first review. I've only cooked one thing in it, so I can't give you a long-winded review, but of course I will be trying out this air fryer in the future as well. If I need it, I'm going to reach for it. And then obviously I will update you as I go. But yeah, I hope you have really enjoyed this video and review of the new Cosori air fryer. Just want to say a huge thank you to Cosori for letting me try this out, and I will see you all really soon in my next one.